We stayed just up the road in Green Street. So that was a connection. People were young second-hand clothes.
My granny was a hawker,
Called
they called
them
it.
hawkers in the days.
Your whole family, I mean, it started my granny, my ma, right? And then knocking on doors, getting dollops, and then people got to know her and they sent her cards, and it was when their husbands died, come to the house and...
Oh, they're in big houses buying it.
Like big houses in Burnside and
We
that.
started the start off champing doors. If you anything madam you'd like to sell, and they bought the all. They bring out clothes and you give them a few bob. A lot of nice people, they take you in as I was that height. And I can mind, took you in and you got a cup of tea and a cake. Well, my mum was stealing, you know.
But my granny had the basket with the china cups and
Oh,
saucers.
downstairs in the high street at Glasgow Cross. Some of them had a basket and they went in and bought the dishes and them stood done up with the tissue paper. And that's where they get a cup and sauce there.
So if they gave them a good, if they gave them a good lot of clothes, you know, that they could earn money off it, they would get a china cup and saucer into the big house. So that was, if they didn't give them a good lot of clothes, they didn't get out. It's all like doctors' wives and it's all big homes with servants' quarters and stuff. No, they never went as far as Edinburgh. Like,
couldn't you pay your fare in Edinburgh?
they would get their basket loaded up with the good china my mammy mentioned, and they would maybe have a street that they had been to before, so they would go and sharp the doors if they hadn't had like a card for a customer that was prior. They would just sharp the doors and say, do you have anything you want to clear out? So they would show their basket with all their good china.
Aye.
And the woman would maybe say, well, in you's come, I've got stuff, you know, and she would bring them in. And then they would go on the corporation bus home. So they didn't have the money for the ticket. And they just said, could you take your name and address? And loaded their bundles onto the bus. And that was their start for the Barras at the weekend.
You got a lift team with the lorries. So you did that.
My granny was less than 5 feet tall and she could walk with that bundle on her back. I mean, up the second steps, up in the bus. And on a Saturday morning, the bundle would get into the old pram and would wheel them down to her stall inside under Barland up the stairs. And you would set up the stall for her and she would sit there all day.
Esther had the stall. She sold knickers and Barras. And they had a big water bottle under the sheet. So Father Burns used to come up in the corners and she gave my wee off. But anyway, the day that started, they would come down and make sure that everybody was registered. So they said to Hester, are you registered, madam? And Hester says, registered? Have you seen the price in knickers that nobody's wearing them? Some laughed.
I used to say the Barras would be dead busy and then somebody would say there's a man with a briefcase walking down Kent Street. The place would empty. Shoplifters would have had a paradise because there was nobody at their stalls, everybody ran.
It really was. It was good people that was here. If there was an argument at all, I can't wait to the pictures. When order the Vegas Square go finished. That was it finished. So they'd come out all bloody night.
And then we had Alec Cochrane, he was a Toby man, for he collected the money for the stalls. And he ruled the Barras with an iron rod. You were not allowed to pack up your stall before 4 o'clock. If you even attempted it, you were off. Remember?
Before him, you had Alec Cochrane. And then before him, it was John McIver. John used to come round with the old card then, didn't bother with style. I think one of the photos he's got, the baby's wee housekeeper and that. The wee man in Barras, they were brilliant auctioneers. They days the auctioneers worked for them, say for saying sake, 1 and 6 and a pound. So for every pound the traders took in, they paid the auctioneer for the spiel, selling the stuff.
Well, was it every fair Monday you would go to Burn Island?
Aye.
Every
auctioneer. Victor used to take us for wee treats. Used to go up to the casino in the town and would have a meal. They did that every so often. They liked Vegas. Victor and Nancy, they liked going to Vegas. But they used to take us out.
But you used to have dances for all the traders in Barras. You know, every so often we would have a dance and everybody would know and they would all go and they'd all be done up, you know. And
then Frankie Vaughan came out. He danced in the middle of the street with his top hat and all the traders taking his enemy across the street, what's behind the green door.
But I mean, in their days there was a lot of helping one another. If somebody's van didn't start, somebody would run away for their pitch, go and get their van, go and get their stuff, help them to load up and set up the stall, wouldn't they, Ma?
Aye. The hawkers worked for coppers a bit. There was a commentary amongst them all. So they were. Inside there wasn't. But a lot of the auctioneers all went on to open businesses. So we
were all brought up for the clothing, everything that was the best of the best, the Clark shoes and
the road.
You know.
So we did.
And that was it, and everybody knew you, and you know, one would be a scalp, and you didn't say a word about it, you know.
You had the Joneses. Nan was a beauty. And Big Cart, the Hepburns, Frank Martin up at the corner.
Andy Peden,
aye.
Then you'd Cockney joke.
Aye, Cockney joke. He got accepted, he was initiated in. A nice guy, went out and opened shops too.
I mean, I remember one year, my mammy will remember this, but I remember one year we were doing it was near Christmas, and that was when you were getting your buzz. And it was snowing, and it was really, really cold temperatures. And my mammy, you were down there at 6, we loaded the van at 6 for old Tobago Street Police Office. We had a storeroom there, so we loaded our pictures into the van. And you got started up, we got the van, the stall all set up, because you had to build your metal stall. And it was really, really cold. Anyways, my ma went to steady herself and had the stall, the bar of the stall, and her hand stuck to it. Was that cold?
Christmas was a brilliant time for the Barras. I mean, Christmas Eve, I mean, the characters were unbelievable.
And they'd fling out all the cheap toys, and the veins, the people were jumping at it.
I mean, I remember as a wee, my dad taking me down the Barras, and the other auctioneers would throw Ludo and snakes and ladders and
fling them out.
All free, and everybody would all be grabbing them. What an atmosphere there was on Christmas Eve down there. That was the place to go, Christmas Eve.
People from all over came. Remember the Edinburgh people? It was always you can and all those, on a Sunday afternoon.
Mama, she always worked. She only worked at the weekends with her family. And Dorothy and I, we were working.
Yeah.
We went on holiday. We'd saved up all year to go to Italy, so we went to Italy and we come back. And when we opened the door of the house, we fell with the cases or a big pile of tidy bins. My mad started up for herself. So that was her. That was how she started.
Anyway,
that's outside.